Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to solo a long factory. Now I'm on my second toon and this toon happens to not be very good at all because I don't even have max sound, but I can show you that doesn't even matter. You don't need max sound to do the factory, you don't need anyone else. I'd say as long as you have max throw and max squirt, and maybe add lure in there, you should be pretty set. There are some items in there to help you out if you get like stuck, but most of the time you won't need them. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward until we get there. Alright, the cogs in here do not do very much. The highest level of cog is level 9, which is with lure, anyone can really one-shot that as long as they have a good level 6. And it doesn't even have to be a max one too, but my point is, this isn't very hard. You just need to know what you're doing. Now, the reason why I'm making this video, and it's a how-to solo, is because it's not very challenging. You don't really need too much skill. You just need to know the basics of what you're doing. So when I attacked them before the level 5 got in, so I can take care of them before I have to deal with another cog that wouldn't die. That's pure luck for that part, but see, it would be better if I had organic throw because I could just lure him in and hit him with that, but I may as well try. You know, this flashpoint isn't too tough. In fact, this is almost as easy as it gets. I'm doing long because most people need. What was I doing? Okay, I was like, lost my train of thought. Most people, once they get to, well, really, once they need merits at any really laff, as long as you have the gags for it, there might not always be people on, or they might disclude you because you're lureless or soundless. If you are lureless, I'd recommend maxing all your other gags, not bringing any trap or toon-up, and hoping it works out because I don't know how lureless toons do this, but having lure is one of the best. Lure is one of the best items. I might need this. There's a reason why they give you this option to collect cake is because there are a couple level 7s and there are quite a few level 6s. You might run out of throw quickly. I'll go ahead and wait. So organic gags I'd recommend for factories. Well, let's see. I would recommend having organic throw, lure, and that's really it. Squirt wouldn't really help in this because it has certain levels. Sound wouldn't really be that useful. Toon-up would be useless if you're soloing. Yeah, mainly throw and lure. Because if your lure is missing, you are probably going to be dying. Unless you have rewards. You really don't need rewards in this. But something I think people should use more is people complain when they don't have a full book. I happen to have a full book, but it's not full of stuff I want. If you have bad garbage SOS cards, like people consider Baker and Sophie Squirt bad cards, I personally don't because I like using those for things like this. But if you end up getting a bad card from a VP, instead of running away if you're not maxed, you may as well get the card and use them here if you need a solo, or for emergencies. But that's just my opinion on it. One of the reasons why I'm going to be using Squirt more, though, is because there is a Squirt restock coming up very soon. And you may as well use Squirt while you can. If you're going to get it back anyways. A lot of these rooms will be easier if you have matte sound. Unfortunately, I am very lazy. Especially nowadays, I'm not really lazy, I haven't been playing very much. As much as I used to play a good 5 hours a day. That was usually the minimum. Now I'll be lucky to be even. I'll be lucky to play. Yeah, I need 3,000 points. I mean, I can do that this weekend. I kind of want to get this tune up to the point where I can do post Donald's Dreamland stuff. One of my goals is to max cash on my main tune, which is what I'm going to be working on, besides the 3 solos I'm going to do today. I don't know, I'm thinking, if I need like, I'm like level 36 in cash right now. I got a good 10 levels, just over the free time I've gotten. And I've decided that on my maxing run for cash, for the CFO, I'm gonna solo that boss. After I've done the mint, I'll solo a Boolean mint. I'm gonna do that today. I'm gonna solo a Boolean mint. I'm gonna make sure it is on floor 7 or one of the other ones. One of the ones that has 44 cogs, so I have 11 battles. I think that'll make it a little more fun, but also a little more tedious. I don't know, in my opinion, solos are kind of fun. They're more fun than working with the group, because you're self-reliant. You don't... If you know what you want to do, it's easier, or it's less difficult to make mistakes. Like, you don't have to rely on anyone else to make a play work. I also want to make another video today, so that'll be like 4 videos today. But 4 videos on the one I'm doing right now, which is soloing the long factor. I want to solo a short one and get that out of the way, because that's not very tough at all. I want to make a video on gag strategies. Something a lot of people just don't get are basic strategies, and I want to talk about some of the best ways, especially if you need to conserve or something. Did I not get that? Okay. Is to conserve. And I also want to talk carryover. Because a lot of people just don't understand. And it really bothers me when they get mad at me for using a basic strategy. Because, look, I know how to use use carryover. I know that. But when people say you're doing this wrong because I'm using carryover or an advanced strategy, or I'm saving gags, they get mad at me for not using enough when it is clearly enough. Like, people use... I'm just going to use one quick example and get off the subject because it's kind of bothering me. When people use lure on a level 9 and they use a cream pie and tell me to cream pie, why would I do that? I don't need to waste another cream pie. Cream pies are useful. I'd much rather use a fruit pie to take on the level 9. Or if it happens to be a level 8, we both can use fruit pies and save cream pies. I mean, that's just common sense to me. I don't... Alright, people want me to use a cake and a cream pie, and you can just use a cake and a fruit pie and save the cream pie. I don't know, that's my kind of problem. Now, I'm really bad at timing this, so I'm just gonna wing it. Yeah, that does it. Used to, but these are the tasks I want to finish this weekend, because I'll be 98, I'll be 102. So I kind of want to just break that 100 barrier to where I can actually start the climb to saying I'm a decent toon. Because once you're 100 laff, you are not a good toon. That doesn't instantly make you a good toon. Completing the toon tasks are jokes. They're really not anything, yeah, right here. They're not difficult. Defeat 900 cogs. That's just playing the game. Defeat a specific kind of cog. You can find those in Toontown Central. And just use... you can just use a bunch of trunks, or a bunch of whatever. It really doesn't. That doesn't make you a good toon. Maxing cell doesn't make you a smart toon. Anyone can max cell. 15 laughers max cell. Maxing cash takes a little bit more skill, but with how people are nowadays, it really... Oh my gosh. It might actually take some skill, because getting around some of the people in there is pretty tough. With how aggressive some of them are, like one toon, he threatened me and he was saying, I'm gonna get you swatted because I didn't tune him up like 6 laff. And then he was telling everyone that I said something I really didn't say. And that, just like, oh man, I didn't do anything wrong. Just because I didn't tune you up, because there's a bunch of treasures in the other room where you can heal yourself up. It really doesn't take anything when you get mad at me. And just, some of the people are annoying there, kind of like how I'm rambling on. I'm being annoying right now, I'm sorry about that. But I'm trying to make a point here. Cash might take a little skill, but once you're like an 80 laff, 70 laff, once you're like a 70 laff toon, you'll start getting ready to notice that you need to max your gas. And once you are an 80 laff toon, doing the CFO, you should have a good amount of max gas, at least 3. I mean, at least 3 or 4. You should really, if you're gonna do the CFO, I'd recommend doing that. I'd recommend maxing lure, sound, throw, and squirt for that. But once you have maxed those, it's really no problem. Why do I feel like I'm missing that? Anyways, once you become 100 laff, and you're supposed to have max bags by then, which on my main toon I didn't, because I was rushing through because I wanted to get to the fun stuff. But if you put your mind to it and you train your gags, a couple of days just playing straight, and you choose to max your gags, the game isn't hard. Once you max law, or you start doing law, then you're starting to know what you're doing. That's the point where it's the tipping point. That's the difference between law and cash, is that everyone has to be at least 100 laff. They have to be 100 laff at least. And they need to know what they're doing. Because it gets serious. Because law is more difficult than cash. Yeah, the mechanics in the game start getting more advanced. You're only going to be fighting level 8s. However, you have sound strategies that they want you to perfect. Like if there's a row of level 8s, you can just use 3 chunks in an auga. I don't know for it. But yeah, you can just save fog door, or if you really need to use a fog. Like if there's a 12 and 3 8s, you can just use 1 fog. A trunk and auga. I'm not sure if 2 augas will do it. Actually, they should. They should do that. So, a fog and 2 augas will work on 8s, and then someone could just cake the 12. Or, they'd probably have to piano, because... Oh, what? Yeah, they'd have to piano it then. Or you can just use a fog and 2 trunks and just cake the 12. I'm kind of just making one of the videos I wanted to make today pointless. I'm just saying a bunch of strategies, but that's a list I really want to make. Yeah, so if you have organic lure, these mid-level cogs really, they won't stand a chance. It'll work about every time. There are exceptions. So simple, the lower the level the cogs are, the easier the combos are to remember. Because if I use lure and a fire hose, that's 30 plus the 50%, which is 45. If I add another 30, that is 3 more than this damage necessary to defeat this cog. Remembering simple things like that off the top of your head will really help you. Now when there's only 1 cog, and let's say it's level 12, and one person goes straight for lure, let's say you don't have max trap either, you just have max throw, and that's it, just let's say you have that. If somebody uses lure, and the other people have cream pies, instead of using a cake and wasting it when it can take out a 10 or 11 if it's organic, just like that, you can use 3 creams and take it out. Some people really rely on level 6s, and I really like level 6s because they help mix in and they help take out cogs, or you can apply carryover. I'll make a video. I need to stop just saying a bunch of nerds. The reason why I'm using magnets instead of hypno goggles is because when there's 3 cogs in a row and you use a magnet, each cog will you'll have a turn to take out the cog. If there's 4 cogs, I'll use the hypno goggles because it'll take longer to take them out. Remembering this strategy will really help. Because the amount of turns it really works, it changes depending on which level you have unlocked or easy. I believe these last for 2 turns. These last for 3. No. It's something like the $1 bill lasts for 2 turns, or 1 turn. The small magnet and the $5 bill lasts for 2 magnet, and I don't know. But no, I'm not. I'm mixing this up. These last for 2. These are 3. These are 4, and this is 15 or 14 after these, I guess. Really doesn't matter. Since I was playing it safe and using lure throughout the whole day. Oh wait. Did I forget? No. It's okay. Yeah, so really, since I was playing it safe throughout this whole thing, I managed to survive a big thing of hits. And what's unfortunate is that I got a telemarketer. But it would have been worse if this thing. Yeah, they don't do too much damage as long as you know what you're doing. Take out the biggest threat here. Just remembering simple strategies will help you solo things. If you really need a group and you have no one to contact, or you're just sitting there being dazed, instead of doing that, I'd recommend training your gags until they're good enough, and then soloing. It doesn't take too much longer, especially if you have max sound. You can just blast through a couple of these, 3 of these battles. And if you have more hits, or laff points, I guess, then you can easily survive more, and you can just risk trunks to take out level 4s and 5s. So I hope you guys enjoyed. This is how to solo the factory, and I'm not even done with the Donald's Dreamland yet. But really, once you get to the bird, or not even, once you're done with Donald's Dock and you've maxed your gags, you're ready for this, as long as your lure works. So, thank you guys for watching.